All right, well, we are starting a new segment this morning. It's called Neighborhood 941. I'm very excited. We're going to delve into all sorts of real estate topics. And joining me for this is Jennifer Lenahan and also Sarah Ferguson, both of Michael Saunders, with a combined possible experience of over 20 years on the Suncoast.
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We're so happy to be here.
Well, I know I'm very excited about this, and we've got a lot to get into. So I know probably for me, one of the biggest questions is, we're in a new year, so how did 2018 wrap up?
Kathy, that's a great question, and I think that's probably the most popular question that Sarah and I get. And when you look at 2018 as a whole, it was a very strong year. The three measures that we look at are first sales. Sales were up over 4% according to Trend Graphics, so that's great. Next, we look at the days on market. The days on market was consistent year over year, so that's good because it indicates that the inventory is not lagging on the market. And then third, we look at the median sale price, and that's probably the most widely reported statistic. In Sarasota County, it was up to over $257,000, and in Manatee County to $265,000. So all of that was great and indicates a strong market. However, when you look at the fourth quarter alone, there are some signs that the market started to slow. The inventory levels were starting to increase, and then also it indicates that when you're looking at that, it just isn't great for the market, and it's kind of starting to transition.
I was going to say, is it sort of a transition then? And if we are talking about transition, I know a lot of folks want to know, does it transition for buyers or sellers market? What are we seeing right now?
Well, typically a good rule of thumb is anything greater than 6 months worth of inventory is considered a buyer's market. Anything less than 3 months is a seller's. And anything in between that 3 to 6 month range would be considered a neutral market. Right now, we're sitting at about 4.5 months worth of inventory, so we're very balanced. Okay. However, January is our highest list month, so it should be very interesting to see how our numbers play out as we, approach the end of the month.
I always think of that is interesting. And then I think of also, we have because we're such a strong tourist area, we think of everything in season. So is there a season as well? Do we think of seasons when we think of real estate?
Yes, so judging on the traffic and the restaurants, I'd say it's definitely now. But if you look at the season in real estate, typically we look at January through Easter. So it'll be really important to see how the first quarter numbers play out and heading into April, because typically March and April are our highest sale and pending months on Southwest Florida. So.
Okay, well, it's so interesting to me because it just is, we could talk about this all day. In fact, we have so much planned for our future talks and segments. So what are some other things we're going to see as we go forward?
Yeah, so next segment, we're actually going to talk about 3 things that sellers should be doing to prepare their market, to prepare their home for market. Because while we are transitioning possibly into a buyer's market, which again is great for our buyers, sellers need to be proactive and be doing everything they possibly can to get their home ready for sale.
All right, sounds super interesting. I cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you guys have any questions for Jennifer or Sarah, you can always get them at their social, and you can see it's right up there on the screen. And thank you again, guys. We'll see you soon, and we'll see you guys right after the break.
Thanks.
Thank you.